Hi guys, it's Simon C here. Welcome to this new AI radar. Elon Musk has officially announced on Twitter his latest venture xAI on July 12. It aims to understand reality and to understand the true nature of the universe. As the company webpage states, more specifically, it aims to develop a beneficial artificial general intelligence and explore concepts such as dark matter, dark energy, aliens, gravity, and the Fermi paradox, a theoretical question that asks why humans have not yet encountered extraterrestrial life. He explained with a Twitter Spaces audio chat about xAI, which drew an audience of over 1.6 million listeners. Greg Young, co-founder of xAI, has stated that the startup, led by Musk, intends to delve into the mathematics of deep learning and develop a comprehensive understanding of large neural networks, also known as the theory of everything. The team at xAI comprises former engineers from major tech companies including Google, DeepMind, Twitter, Tesla, Microsoft, and OpenAI, who have contributed to breakthrough projects such as AlphaCode and GPT models. Dan Hendricks from UK, director of the Center for AI Safety, will serve as an advisor. While xAI will operate independently, it will collaborate with Musk's X Corp, which includes Twitter and Tesla. The CEO previously said he would launch Truth GPT, which he referred to as a maximum truth-seeking artificial intelligence that tries to understand the nature of the universe. During the Twitter event, Elon Musk expressed his confidence in creating a competitive alternative to major players in artificial intelligence. Musk suggested that the mission statement of xAI could be humorously rephrased as "What the hell is really going on?" and expressed a desire for xAI to build a good artificial general intelligence and gain a deeper understanding of the universe. Musk predicted the emergence of AGI by 2029 through xAI's efforts. xAI plans to use Twitter data for training its AI models and may collaborate with Tesla on AI software to improve its self-driving car capabilities. Musk also criticized companies that prioritize profits and emphasized the advantage of xAI being a privately owned entity. Anthropic has launched its latest AI chatbot to the public in the US and UK. The beta version of Claude 2 is now available at Claude.ai. Anthropic is also opening up the Claude 2 API to developers and businesses at the same cost as its predecessor, Claude 1.3. Claude 2 offers improved capabilities, including more harmless responses, better performance on tasks like multiple choice exams, and the ability to summarize up to 75,000 words. It scored 76.5% on the bar exams multiple choice section, up from the prior version's 73%. Anthropic co-founder and CEO Daria Modei told Forbes the new model represented more of a bigger jump than a gargantuan leap over its predecessor. It is very much an evolutionary progress, Modei said. You have to delineate things somewhere, and we felt that this was a substantial enough improvement, even if it's part of a general progression. In tests, Claude 2.0 outperformed its predecessor across multiple measures. It scored 71.2% on a Python coding test, up from 56%. It raised its middle school math quiz grade to 88% from 85.2%. And it inched its bar exam score upwards to 70. Yes, we already said this. While the previous version could already analyze a prompt up to about 75,000 words, roughly the length of the first Harry Potter book, Claude 2.0 can handle double that, roughly the length of an epic novel like Gabriel Garcia Marquez' 100 Years of Solitude. And MOD told Forbes that Anthropic is old enough on expanding the prop size limit for a later date. Anthropic's AI models have also undergone testing by companies like Slack, Notion, and Quora. The generative AI company has amassed a wait list of over 350,000 individuals seeking access to Claude's API and consumer products. Microsoft strikes $2 billion AI partnership with KPMG. KPMG plans to invest $2 billion in artificial intelligence and cloud services over the next 5 years in partnership with Microsoft to develop cloud and generative AI tools. KPMG will gain early access to Microsoft's AI Assistant, 365 Copilot, and Azure Cloud Platform. Rival consulting giants like PwC and Accenture also have made large-scale commitments towards AI-powered changes. The extended partnership includes training KPMG's 265,000 global employees on how to use AI in new products and shifting employees to new roles. The products developed will impact all of KPMG's audit, tax, and advisory services. The company aims to use AI to embed AI skills in its workforce and not to replace jobs. KPMG believes that the partnership could generate more than $12 billion in revenue over 5 years. Other consultant giants like PwC, Deloitte, and Ernst & Young have also made significant commitments towards AI-powered changes. ChatGPT suddenly isn't booming anymore, Google AI researcher says, and kids are the big problems. The popularity of the AI language model ChatGPT has decreased, and the Google AI researcher François Chollet believes that the cause is the summer break, as students are more likely to spend their time on leisure activities like Minecraft than on homework-related tasks. ChatGPT is commonly used for homework, as demonstrated by the number of Google searches for ChatGPT Essay, ChatGPT Math, and ChatGPT History. Chollet believes that the seasonality trend doesn't affect booms, and if ChatGPT's popularity is slowing down due to the season, then it may not have been experiencing a boom in the first place. The CEO of an Indian e-commerce company, Dukaan, Sumit Shah, said on Twitter recently that he has laid off 90% of his super staff, 23 employees, and replaced them with a chatbot powered by artificial intelligence. Last September, the chatbot, built in just 2 days by one of the firm's data scientists, can respond to customer queries instantly after an average of 1 minute and 44 seconds, and has reduced the average time taken to resolve a customer's issue by almost 98%. Shah said the job cuts were tough but necessary, and by introducing the technology, the company has cut the cost of its customer support function by about 85%. Shah justified his decision with just following along the necessity of startups to prioritize profitability over striving to become unicorns due to the state of the economy. He added that the company's customer support function has long been problematic, with delayed responses and limited availability of staff at critical times, among other issues. While some tweeters While some Twitter users were empathetic to his business needs, they were quick to rationalize that he still shouldn't have turned the sad situation for all those impacted into celebratory posts. There were also plenty of people who were quick to defend AI and its place in the workforce, but not at the cost of human jobs. Instead, they suggested Shah's situation points to a poor business practice and governance. Indeed, in one popular response, Aditya Rao 310 tweeted, "Make no mistake, the support team was laid off here because business is failing and funding is dry, not because of AI." To rub the salt water into the wounds of those laid off, the tech founder said Dukaan was still hiring for multiple roles. According to the firm's website, open positions include roles in engineering, marketing, and sales. Researchers at École Polytechnique Fédérale de Lausanne have discovered that crowd workers are increasingly using generative AI tools like ChatGPT to complete text-based online tasks. This suggests that companies are now filling up with counterfeit human intelligence in the form of outputs from generative models, questioning the values of the crowd work platforms from which companies gather the supposed raw material or human insights. In their study of 48 summaries of text written by 44 distinct workers, artificial intelligence crowd workers widely use large language models for text production tasks. The researchers found through two uncorrelated methods that 46% of summaries submitted by crowd workers were produced with the help of large language models. In particular, they fine-tuned the E5-based model to differentiate between summaries written by humans prior to experiment and summaries generated by the authors, who prompted ChatGPT with the Mechanical Turk instructions and tracked the keystroke of Mechanical Turk workers. You can find code and data at the APFL GitHub repo. You can see that. This raises concerns about counterfeit intelligence and data peril, as large-scale crowd work platforms like mTurk, Fiverr, and Upwork will increasingly be full of humans working in tandem with generative models. Machine learning engineers often use these services to collect and annotate training data on the assumption that humans are doing the work. If a significant number of crowd workers instead rely on artificial intelligence, it raises questions about the quality of the data and the validity of the output from models trained on it. Recent study, the cost of recursion, found that as the amount of model-generated content in a training set increases, the trained model's performance decreases. The lack of transparency with respect to which data comes from humans and which comes from machines presents a huge challenge for AI practitioners, so researchers and customers will need to identify new platforms and build authenticated layers of trust to ensure the work is predominantly human-generated. Over 150 executives from major European companies, including Renault, Heineken, Airbus and Siemens, have signed an open letter at the end of June, opposing the EU's proposed AI Act on the grounds that it could undermine Europe's competitiveness and technological sovereignty by imposing regulations that are too extremely restrictive, particularly towards generative AI. For example, under the AI Act, providers of foundational AI models, regardless of their intended application, will have to register their product with the EU, undergo risk assessments, and meet transparency requirements, such as having to publicly disclose any copyrighted data used to train their models. They argue that this could lead to high compliance costs and liability risks for companies, and even prompt them to relocate and investors to withdraw capital from European AI development. The companies called for policymakers to revise the bill, endorse risk-based approaches and broad principles, and establish an expert regulatory body to oversee the law's rollout. On the other hand, US Vice President Kamala Harris believes that the US can prioritize both AI innovation and safety at the same time, rejecting the idea of a forced choice. Harris emphasized that innovation that can improve people's lives shouldn't be stifled but maintained. However, she also highlighted that the US must ensure that the people's rights are not violated in the process. She made the comments ahead of a meeting held at the White House with civil rights and labor leaders to tackle AI risks, including discrimination by AI tools. The meeting comes after Harris, joined by President Joe Biden, met with top tech CEOs in May to discuss the risks and regulations needed for AI systems. Okay guys, it's all for today. If you really liked the video, hit the subscribe button and subscribe to my channel. See you next time. Bye.